Hey guys, so we have a removal and reinstall of an exterior door. This is obviously the old door, and this is the new door after it has been reinstalled. We have a built-in blinds, so in a moment I will show you the inside view with the built-in blinds, which is an awesome option, and then the outside view with the built-in blinds. So before any work can be done, we need to identify the issue. This is a butter knife going through the floor, and here you'll see where the damage is. I flicked the membrane, and you'll see water coming down. So we know this is a very, very big issue. I take apart all the siding, and the siding itself was good. It was repelling the water as it should, so there's no issues here. The issue itself is the door. Now, to properly solve this issue for future would be to put a storm door on the outside against the storm door. So I put everything back and went out to grab, well, I enjoyed some of the view, and then I went out to grab an actual exterior door. I found some other issues which I did solve, which is just quick. I fixed the entrance door, and this window is going to be replaced at a later date. Just small issues. So later, I went to Lowe's and went in to investigate what it would take to get an actual door. I was told they only had 2x4 doors there, and a 2x6 door would be considered a custom door, and therefore would be 2 weeks to order. I then found a frame, and I found an insert, and my customer agreed to putting both together and installing it. So away we go. Setting up your job site to complete a project is the most important thing to do. That way, when you need a tool, you just go to your job site, grab it, and go. An installation tip when you're installing a window into a door is to cut a jigsaw blade in half. That way you only cut through half the door. You flip it over and cut through the other half of the door. This is our slab and/or door, and you cut out the middle section of the door to get a result that will look like this. You only cut through half, flip it over, and cut through the other half. Then separate the door from the frame, and then pull out the window and seal all the way around the window.
I added a bead of caulking around the window for further sealing.
Removing the door from the frame will make it easier to install the window. As you see here, I put the window down, I put the door down, and now I frame it off and then fasten it with my DeWalt driver. And this is what your final product should look like. Now, to install the new door by removing the old one. I have my trusty DeWalt nailers, so I will not need a compressor. I safely removed the trim, which actually was in 6 pieces. As you see here, someone had to frame it out to get the trim to fit nicely. Now, to safely remove the door, which I used a sawzall to cut all the way around it to show me the frame, and here is what I found. That is the rot that was causing the water leak. This has been here for some time. As you can see, the frame itself looks to be okay, except for the sill. It does not show a lot of spray foam, so I see a lot of room for improvement, so to speak. But this all has to be replaced. So what I went and did was literally cut out all the bad, reinstalled wood underneath to support the framing, and then on top I re-screwed everything so it's screwed from both the bottom and top. Then I used tuck tape just to seal it all off, give it a little barrier. After that, I added some plywood back, screwed it all down, and then after that, I added tuck tape just to give me a bit of a threshold, then sealed everything to the 9s to prevent any water from coming back in again. Then I installed the frame, checked for level, all the way around the frame, and here's where I found a bit of an issue, which I'll get to in a moment. Everything is plumb and square, ready to be installed. So I'm going to use approximately 6 screws, as you'll see here, to install the door frame. Sorry, 7 screws. 2 at the gate mechanism, and then the rest, the 5 surrounding the door. So there is no movement whatsoever. Here is where the problem that I found. The door itself is bowing. It was worse before I straightened it. It was out by just over a quarter of an inch. I got it to within a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch and continued the installation. After trying to adjust the frame and fighting with it, my time was short. So I took less pictures, got to work, spray foam both sides. I tuck taped the exterior, tucked it underneath the siding to create a membrane. Then I finished off the trim, and the door is installed. I still have to talk to Lowe's to see what they will do for me. And thanks for watching, guys. This has been a good install.